Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny. Today's video is going to be my August favorites and fails. I don't have a lot of products this month. I honestly haven't been wearing a lot of makeup, haven't been trying a whole lot of new things. I do only have one fail, two in-betweens, and two favorites. So let's go ahead and start with the failing item. So I actually don't even have this product anymore. I hated it so much that I just threw it in the garbage. I will throw a picture up here for you so you can see what I'm talking about though. And it is the Tree Hut Firming Sugar Scrub in the Mocha and Coffee Bean scent. Now, if you've been here a while and you've watched any of my empties videos, you know that I love the Tree Hut scrubs. I think they're great. And this one is the only one that I haven't liked. And what I didn't like about it, one, the smell smelled really nice at first, but then it had this really strange plasticky after scent that was really weird that lingered on the skin. But it made the biggest mess in my shower. I'm assuming it was the kind of coffee ground things in the scrub. It just left black dots everywhere. And if you didn't wash them off immediately, they like cemented to the tub or the shower walls, and it was just really hard to get off. And so for that reason, I will not be repurchasing, and for that reason, I don't recommend it because it is too much of a mess and a hassle for my personal preference. And the smell was just really strange afterward, and I didn't notice any type of firming whatever that this product claimed to do. So overall, I was just really unimpressed with this one, but the other ones that I've tried have been amazing. Now for the in-between products, this first one is a beauty sponge that is very dirty. It is actually a Dollar General brand. It is called Believe Beauty, and this is one of, I think this is the only sponge in the line. It's really soft. I like the texture of it. It's the shape that I don't like. So it is flat on both sides, and then it has this flat top as well. It doubles in size when it gets wet like most sponges do, and then the size alone, like as it is now dry, it's really hard to kind of get on the inner corners just with the shape. And then you try to use the flat side, and then the flat side gets like right up under your eye, and it's just really hard to use under the eyes. Like I personally like to use sponges. So the texture of the sponge I think is nice, but I feel like the edges is just really strange because then the butt side of it is too small for like face work in my opinion. So overall, this is a decent sponge. If you're like traveling and you stop at Dollar General and you need a sponge, this would be a decent option. Kind of as a last resort. This line actually intrigues me a lot. There's a lot of products in it. There's foundation, concealer, brushes, blushes, there's eyeshadow, everything is in this line. So I'm considering going back and trying, kind of picking through and seeing what else I'd be interested in trying. But as a whole, the sponge was just hit and miss, so I am just gonna toss it. The next in-between product is the NYX Lingerie Push Up Long Lasting Lipstick. I have mine in the shade Bedtime Flirt. I do have this on, but I have two other products on with it. I first lined my lips with the Steve Laurent lip liner in the shade Vogue that we got in BoxyCharm. I then put this lipstick in the center of the lips, kind of blending it out. And then on the center of my lips, I have the NARS Chelsea's Girl lip gloss. It is very, very pretty. I do love the shade. So the formula of this is very similar to the Marc Jacobs lip pencil. That's basically a liquid lipstick in a pencil form. And so I do feel that it is long lasting, and I do think that it has good staying power, but I personally don't like the texture of it because it is very drying like a liquid lipstick. Because it is a stick formula and not a liquid formula, it is a little bit heavy on the lips. Like I can feel it pretty bad on my lips right now. But after a while, you do kind of get used to it and forget about it. But it's just in between for me. I would not pick up another shade, but there are a lot of shades that look very, very pretty. If this is a formula that you've been interested in trying based off of like Marc Jacobs, I do think that this would be the cheaper alternative to that. And I do think overall it is a good product. It's just not a product for me personally. So now we are moving on to my two favorites. I am wearing both of them right now. The first one is the Valour Mink Lashes in the style, what is the style? Sassy but Classy. They are the lashes I have on right now. I got these in a Vox box that I did not feature on my channel, and I did not review. They're probably never gonna send me anything again. I lost track of time and forgot to review any of the products. But so I was sent these free for review by Box, and so I do think these are really, really nice. They're fluffy. They're really comfortable to wear, even though they are really full and have a thicker band. I do think they are very comfortable. It says they are a 100% cruelty-free mink, so I would assume that they're just like cutting the hairs off their bellies or something. But they are very, very pretty, very fluffy and full without being too like crazy big on your eyes. I do feel like they flatter my eye shape pretty well. It came with a glue as well, the Valour Lash Glue. I do think that that's a nice one. It's very similar to the Kiss where it has like the brush applicator. As a whole, I've really, really enjoyed these. I think they're really beautiful. beautiful. These are in the running for my wedding lashes. I still haven't nailed down my wedding makeup, but these are in the running for my wedding lashes. So as a whole, I really enjoy these. These are kind of expensive. I think they're like 20, 25 bucks, which is really expensive for lashes, especially since the Kiss foam inks are really similar to these as far as like appearance and the wear of them. So definitely check those out. They're only $5 at Walmart. But overall, if you're in the market for a higher end lash, I think that these are really good. The last product is the e.l.f. the new Classics eyeshadow palette. It is what I have on my eyes today. I do plan on doing a full review of this palette soon. It'll probably be up later this week or next week. I will go ahead and show you the palette. Since I am doing a review, I am not going to do swatches. I may do a couple, but I'm not going to do a full palette swatch. As a whole, I really enjoyed this palette because it has some like warm browns. It also has some cooler mauves, which is what I used on my eyes today. The shimmers are really pretty as well. It was $14 at Walmart, which I think is kind of high for e.l.f., but I think for a really good quality palette like this, I don't mind that. They also had an all rainbow palette in this format, which I think is really cool to see more rainbow palettes coming to the drugstore. But as far as like wear time and everything, these shadows are super awesome. They look this intense all day long. They don't wear, they don't wear off, they don't fade. They look really, really beautiful throughout the day. I'm very, very impressed with the quality of this palette, and I definitely recommend it if you're in the market for a neutral palette. Most people these days have a neutral palette, at least in my collection I do. I had no need for this palette, but it drew me in, and I'm really glad I picked it up because the colors in it are absolutely gorgeous. So those have been my favorites and fails for the month of August. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can see my favorites and fails for September. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe, please feel free, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.